Ezekiel 33. And so this chapter reflects something that I recently read. I don't know if it was this one or something different, but it has the same content that I was reading about, which is when someone there is a watchman, and the watchman is supposed to sound the alarm, and if he sound the alarm, then he did his job, and whoever hear the alarm and act on it will be saved, but whoever doesn't, then he will die in his own sin. And so God is saying that Ezekiel is the watchman of Israel, and so he has the responsibility to warn. And then God goes on and talks about how he take no pleasure at the death of the wicked, but rather that the wicked turn from his way and live. And this is in the Old Testament. So we know that God is a God of mercy, and he wants everyone to be saved and none to perish, and that is written in the Bible. And his nature has always been like this, even in the Old Testament time. Some people say that he was like a vengeful God in the Old Testament time, but if you read the Bible, you can see that that is certainly not the case. And then after that, God said that the righteousness of a righteous one will not save him on the day of his offense. That means no matter if you are righteous your whole life and then you commit a sin, then you will, for that sin, you will die. So right here, he on the day that he commits sin. So for the same injustice of which he committed, he will die. So even one sin will cause you to die, and that's a message in the Bible. If you've broken one law of the commandment, you've broken all of them. Good doesn't outweigh the bad, bad doesn't outweigh the good. What does work is repentance. So when the wicked, God said, when I say to the wicked, you will certainly die, and he turns from his sin and practices justice and righteousness, that means there's repentance, there's true repentance, then he will live for it. And none of the sins that he committed will be remembered against him. However, one additional layer to this is that you can't sin, and but what does it mean to practice righteousness? I don't think it means to follow the law. Practicing righteousness means to love God and want to have a true repentance, have a change of heart, and want to follow God. And to Abraham, using the Old Testament as proof of this, God said that his faith, through Abraham's faith, his faith counted it to him as righteousness. So we need to understand that is not work, good work outweigh bad work, or the chronology of the good work. It's, do you have faith in God and do you want to please him? So then people are saying the way of the Lord is not right, but God said that is the right way. And then after that, in the 12th year of the exile, the 5th of the 10th month, a survivor came to Ezekiel saying that the city has been taken and that he was not mute anymore. And then God is saying to Ezekiel that these people, they are just, full of abomination, idolatry, adultery, murdering, shedding blood. So then he will execute judgment. Anyone who in the place of ruin will fall by the sword, in the field will be given to animal, in caves and in strongholds will die of plague, even the people in the caves. So then the land will be made a desolation and waste. But for him, the people who come to him will listen to him. hear him talk, but he will just sound like a beautiful voice that plays well on an instrument, but they will not do anything he says because their heart is wicked, pretty much. And so, but then when things come as Ezekiel says it would, then they will know that a prophet had been among them. And how true. Ezekiel is now considered to be a prophet, but it wasn't so during his lifetime. And that's why God gives prophecy and he foretells so that we know whose word is the truth.